I first started talking to Vince about this project and the piece that I would write for it, I knew that it had to tell some sort of a story. So when I sent Vince potential texts, I was thinking about that idea of story and narrative. And the text that Vince chose, and one I've been wanting to set for a long time, is Footnotes to a History of Music, which is by Kristina Marie Darling. And this piece tells a story, but it's told entirely through footnotes. What I love so much about Kristina Marie Darling's poems, especially her footnote poetry, is that she leaves so much up to the reader in terms of deciding what fictional narrative is unfolding. And that was really musically compelling to me. How, as a composer, do I leave space for the listener to decide what's happening, but also, in setting that poem to music, sort of superimpose my own interpretation of those words onto what's happening. So in this particular piece, the narrative is one that's kind of fanciful and also a little severe. There's sort of a dark undertone. This piece is a little different from every other choral piece I've ever written because the choral parts themselves have absolutely no text. What they do have is a variety of shifting textures. So if you're in the audience, you'll hear a bunch of different sounds. You'll hear a bunch of different ways of humming, like and n and ng. You'll hear switching between oo and ah and o constantly. And you might even hear some weirder sounds, like f and sh, kind of rippling throughout the piece. So the people who do have actual words and actual text are the soloists, and each one of the footnotes in this piece is sung by a different soloist.